And I'm just going to chat a little bit about EAL students. So we found that this remote learning is really disadvantaging those young people, because not just because they find it difficult to understand English, but we're now expecting parents to be there to support them, because without those parents, the children simply don't have any access to the activities. And if the parents don't speak English well enough, then all I'm doing is talking and kind of demonstrating. And if we go back to what I was saying, that our parents are now giving feedback, that we're now skilling them up in a way to be able to do education with their children. But if you've got a language barrier, that's really difficult. And those are the children that are not accessing. So I'm in conversation with my head at the moment, and we're setting up language groups. So we've got staff members. I speak 3 Indian languages. And as we were speaking, she said, oh, actually, these are the children that are not accessing the Zooms. So now I'm going to be doing an Urdu, Punjabi, Hindi language Zoom, which is all about sociability, about learning about Pakistan. So that's what they're going to be learning about, and India. And then one of my TAs is an Arabic speaking young person, and we're going to get together with another Arabic speaker who's going to be doing the same kind of Zoom for our Arabic speaking students and families, because there's isolation. Even if all it does is helps them, draws them in to being part of our family again, then that's just as good as formal education. We're looking at social games on those. We're looking at sharing experiences. Some children have been away to the countries of their heritage, so that they can share their experiences and the such like, and to allow students to speak in smaller groups. So all of these platforms have something called breakout rooms. So one of the things we're looking at is giving students the opportunity to talk to each other in smaller groups. For PMLD students, I'm going to be trialing intensive interaction on in a breakout room. What we will say is, in my school says that 2 adults have to be in the room, so in the main room. And if you're going to do breakout rooms, 2 adults have to be in the breakout room from the school, for safeguarding purposes. So, but you can turn their videos off, or you can ask participants to put these in Zoom. You can ask them to put them, change the settings so that you can only view on screen those people's videos, which really changes the idea of intensive interaction. So you have very small numbers of people on the screen, which can sometimes be difficult for children to focus on who have SEN. But you can still have some monitoring, and you can then reduce the amount of interference, but you can still have some kind of interaction. I don't know how it's going to work. It's not the same as intensive interaction normally, but it gives you something.